The race for Sarasota County School Board is heating up tonight. We introduce you to the candidates from District 5, and this race is a crowded one. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick is here to introduce us to the candidates. Jess.
Alan, there are 4 candidates battling out for just 1 seat. And with open district school board elections, every voter in Sarasota County will be able to select one of these 4 candidates to represent them on the school board.
While Jane Goodwin is fighting to keep her seat on school board, 3 challengers are hoping to send her into retirement. Meet Rick Linden, Pamela Gavette, and Justin Cody Willis. Rick Linden has been a high school science teacher for the last 18 years. This past year, he taught chemistry at Venice High School. He also has 23 years of management experience. Linden decided to run for school board because he is dissatisfied with the current administration.
The current superintendent, Todd Bowden, I feel doesn't have the right priorities for his position. I don't think he really shows student education as his high priority.
And Linden says 3 of those members are constantly supporting him, including Goodwin.
And I think at least one of the 5 members of the school board should be a recent teacher. It just makes a huge difference on the way you view things.
School security is Linden's top priority. He does not support the district police force. Linden also is focused on the district's budget, bashing Bowden for spending millions on assistant principal salaries, updating the landings, and on a public relations firm.
I don't think any of those expenditures really are going to directly improve the education of our students.
Justin Cody Willis is a father of 5 and a business owner in Northport.
I look at the decisions that the board's making today, and I know that it affects my 5 kids. And when you look at the board, 3 of our board members haven't had children in the schools in quite a while. And it makes a difference when you're in the schools and you're actively participating.
Willis says he volunteers at schools in Northport, Englewood, and even Venice. If elected, he says his focus will be on school security.
But the first place you need to start out with school security is inside of your schools with the children suffering from mental health. We need to adjust our monies and actually dive in and get the school psychologists back inside of every single school.
Willis does not support a district police force and wants to see local law enforcement in schools.
It's really not necessary. We're not going to save a bunch of money. We're not talking about all the additional costs.
Meet Pamela Gavette. She's a 3rd-generation Sarasotan with children now in Sarasota schools. Her daughter being the reason she's running for school board. She wanted to pursue an associate's degree while in high school and was told no by the board.
And after attending several board meetings with her and her speaking during public comment, I realized that the current board did not have a diversity of thought. It was basically status quo.
Gavette also taught school for 10 years in Tampa. She says because Sarasota County Schools was on a hiring freeze, she now substitutes in Sarasota County.
As an elementary teacher, I'm concerned about the 14,000 students that are not demonstrating proficiency in reading in our district.
That, along with school safety and requiring transparency, are what Gavette considers her priorities.
I have been sitting on School Advisory Council for 10 years and asked for a simple accounting of our dollars, and I was told I don't need that. And I feel strongly that when voters ask for information, that should be given to them.
Incumbent Jane Goodwin has served on the Sarasota County School Board for the past 8 years. But she's been serving Sarasota since 1998 when she moved here.
I got involved with a group called Citizens for Better Schools, and we put a stakeholders committee together and did the first referendum for the extra funding that we just passed again this spring in 2002. So I have been involved in a leadership capacity on all 5 of the referendums that have passed.
Goodwin says she's proud of the funding that she helped the school district get. She's also proud of the funding she helped gather to open the 2nd Suncoast Polytechnical School in Northport. But she says she's not done yet, hence why she's seeking re-election.
In the last 3 years, the state has cut back $4 billion in our required local effort, our property tax funding.
Goodwin says you should vote for her.
Because of my experience, because of my passion, because of what I do in the community.
The election is on August 28th, and like I've said before, this is technically a nonpartisan race, and all candidates are registered as Republicans.
Jess, thank you.